The seasonal event stuff has gone live in Warframe finally. This is Tennobaum and Stardays mixed into one event. In case you didn't know, Tennobaum from 2021 was delayed until early 2022, and because it didn't come in January, pretty much thought they were just going to write it off. They haven't. They've moved the rewards from it into Stardays. That obviously means heading over to Venus, Saturn, and going to Fortuna, that is now, for the time being, called Stardays. Yep, that's roughly what it's going to be like, because obviously this is one of the only ways to get a hold of a handful of rewards. Prizes, landing craft decorations, and such and such and such and such and such. You have to go up here to the left to see Ticker. You can jump up or you can take the elevator. I like doing that because it's just fun. And, well, all you gotta do is look for the names and you know roughly where you are going. Ticker is back here, and as you probably guessed it, so are the wings, because the one thing most people will want from this, if you go to the Star Days affections, are the wings ephemera, the eros wings ephemera. There is obviously the, I want to call them bat wings, the devil wings, because I can't remember the actual name of them, and these are the angel wings. The best way to put it. We have demon wings at Halloween and angel wings for Valentine's Day, because that is pretty much what Star Days is all about. And they use tokens for this. That is what Ticker basically does, and one of the easiest way to get these is to do the alerts, nope, the bounties that Uriko has, or you just purchase debt bonds from here and you can pick some up this way, and usually you can get some pretty decent ones. I can't remember which ones it was I was looking for, but there's 10 certain ones I want because he is selling something this time around I actually want. There is the cherub colour palette that I'm going to avoid like the plague because the Valentine's one's probably better. There is the the terminal that is behind him during all of this that makes it look like Ticker has wings. You can get this. It is a landing craft decoration, and you may have seen for the past year mine are behind the arsenal that, well, I tried to move it once because mine is put in this way rather than this way because I want to put it behind it, but I kind of got lazy and put it in this way, and now I can't get back there to put it as I was supposed to, and I haven't tried in quite a while, but this allows you to put the eros wings on your landing craft. I kind of wish it was just a terminal that you go to the arsenal and go near it, and there's a place that this would actually sit. Would have made more sense, and then it's behind the arsenal. There's a bunch of different glyphs, still kind of like the Fass and Vom one here, more than anything else, simply because these two basically kill each other on an hourly basis. There's lots of other ones. There is, of course, the Eros arrow skin. This has returned. This is now a skin. It used to be a usable item from your gear that meant for the rest of that mission, any arrow you fired was a heart arrow. Now it's a skin, you can put it on anything, and it's permanent, which I do like. The Snipertron blueprint, this was the first sniper rifle of Warframe, and they've kind of removed it because the Lanka uses the same skin. It's not an amazing sniper rifle anymore. I would love to see them kind of buff this thing to make it worth being an event-based weapon, which is what it basically is now. But this is the only way to get a hold of it at the moment until it's brought back in different ways in the future. So if you don't have it, it's kind of worth picking that up. But it is 10 advanced bonds, and I guess if you really need an Ignis Wraith, you can buy that as well. But, and I say this every time Barrow turns up, under no circumstances pay platinum for this. Ever. Just no. There's a lot of clans that will give this away for free. That's pretty much how I've got 4 of them. because during trades people just kind of give them away because certain clans have the blueprint for this, not all of them. But never pay platinum for it because, well, people just shouldn't be charging platinum for it at all. This is probably the cheapest way to get a hold of it, if I'm being honest. Barrow sells it for pretty cheap. It's not when you think about how many prime parts you've got to sell for it. This is definitely the cheapest way, but asking in the trading chat and getting it for free doesn't hurt. Just never pay platinum for it is the best thing I can say about that. More glyphs. I was surprised to see Ureli actually got her own this year. Starday's Ureli glyph. No Ureli in action, but that's when a lot of the Solstice stuff has come into play here, simply because Tennobaum, and I said Tennobaum isn't happening. So those rewards have been added here to the bottom, and that brings us to what Frost is wearing and what a lot of people have been waiting for since basically the beginning of December here, the Frostfall ephemera. Let's be honest, is probably one of my favourite ephemeras in the game. Not just because there is this cloud above Frost, well, as I have him equipped. Frostfall has a cloud that makes it snow on whatever frame you have it equipped on, and then they get kind of this freezing aura around them that, honestly, I've wanted freezing step for so long and still don't have it, so when they added this, I couldn't resist. It doesn't leave any freezing effects behind, as you can see if we run around. It doesn't leave any effect behind it whatsoever, just kind of the smoke that I'm pretty sure Frost leaves anyway, but the freezing aura is always there. Constantly. And then it stops and the cloud comes back and it starts to snow again. And for the record, it lives on Frost. Will not take it off him because I can't get the other one. And no, I will not mention this because technically that is kind of a... well, it's not, but it is a spoiler. And after all of this, you will notice there's one thing I have kind of gone over and skipped over. The floof. This was here last year. It's the familial debt bonds that they're a nightmare to get a hold of. Spending 10 of them on these, well, as much as I would like this, my main problem comes with I moved it from the tree because of this, but I don't remember where I actually put it. It should be up here somewhere. There it is. It is now interactive. You can... it talks. This is something I avoided with the original one because I expected it to do something. But now it actually does something. You can put it in your landing craft, or in this case, somebody donated it to the clan, so now you can come up to it.
We are the combined effort of everyone we have ever loved, Stardust. And we've loved some good people. The children tell stories about you, about friends of theirs that you helped to better lives far from here. They have a pride in them now that I'd never seen before. Know this. Your name lives on the lips of those who love you. One reason to love people like you, Udico, Biz. When we had all given up for so long, you lot came along and said, let's see what happens if we don't. And the whole world turned 90 degrees in a brighter direction. One life preserver, one ocean, one turtle. The probability of you existing is the same as that turtle sticking its head out of the water and through the middle of that life preserver.
And you know what we're going to do there? We're going to stop because there's quite a few of these, so I don't want to ruin all of them, but now it is actually interactive. You can come and actually have a play with the floof. Not, of course, to mention he does have new dialogue when you come in to see him that Well,
Sweet talk, Stardust. Save some
that's
lives.
actually one of his older ones. But he does have new... Oh, really?
Stardust. Something
Lavos
about you. That's
with
a given.
hearts on him.
Secrets
And,
are
oh,
hard to
come on,
learn.
the snakes are
But
even making a
one
heart from
thing
his hands.
can't be forced.
In case you didn't know, Lavos has two snakes, one on the left arm, one on the right arm, and on here they're kind of making kissy faces and there's a heart there.
Their absence has gone
They do
too
get a
deep
bit
into the
soppy
threads.
with these glyphs. And I did
Sacrifice.
pick up one because it's the
All
Kavat
dark evil
and
is still
Helminth, all kind of, yeah, that's a whole other, it's not really a spoiler, but they do this if you, and there they go. It's basic, okay, it's basically that, but as a glyph. And obviously there is other animations to this, but yeah. I kind of forgot you ate. See, it's the kissy face, but they're there, and there it goes. I knew it was there somewhere, but it's that as a glyph, not when Helminth eats. I kind of didn't know Helminth ate the Kavat. I've never seen that one before. But with that, I think we'll leave this off here for now. This will, of course, be around for the next 2 weeks, so you have 2 weeks to get in here, pick up whatever you want from here. Just remember, don't pay for this with Platinum.
I'm here, Stardust.
That looks absolutely awesome. If you can't get Freezing Step like me, it is well worth picking up, and it's only 5 medical debt bonds. The Eris wings are, of course, yeah, they are 35 training bonds, but training bonds are the easiest ones to get a hold of, and I was really, really hoping to see familiar bonds in here, just so I could pick up that floof. Bit of a shame. I still may. I'm undecided on that at the moment. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.